Greetings, creatures of the night, and welcome to Does It Goth, the show where we evaluate a different subject each week through our gothic-based quiz. Now, we ask the 10 questions that we usually ask to see if someone or something is or is not goth. Basically, for every question answered yes, the subject earns a point. The more points, the more goth we deem the subject.
And as always, 0 to 2 points is a dabbler, 3 to 5 points is dark, 6 to 8 points is gothic, 9 points is goth, and all 10 points will get you the title of Creature of the Night. Let's reveal today's potentially gothic subject, and it is none other than Beetlejuice's Lydia Deetz.
Lydia Deetz is the daughter of Charles Deetz and the stepdaughter of Delia Deetz. She's mostly referred to as a goth girl, quotations. Beetlejuice plans on marrying her so he can return to the world of the living. In Beetlejuice 1, Lydia Deetz is from New York City, and she moves with her family to Winter River, Connecticut, where after her father decides to take a break from his real estate business and Delia needs a new inspiration for her art gallery, she defines herself as a strange and unusual person and quickly sighted the Maitlands in the attic window on moving day. When the Maitlands tried to scare Delia and then were leaving her room, Lydia photographed them in the hall, then realizing they were ghosts and formally introduced themselves. In Beetlejuice 2, Lydia hosts a TV show, Ghost House with Lydia Deetz, but recent events following the unexpected death of her father has caused her mother Delia, and her daughter Astrid to meet in the small town of Winter River to the house that her and her parents had called home. So, with the question at hand, right, is does Lydia Deetz wear a ton of black? Mostly black.
Yes, she does. In the first movie, she pretty much only wears that black outfit.
So, did you watch Beetlejuice 2?
I have not seen the second one yet, no.
Okay, we're not going to spoil anything for anybody who hadn't seen Beetlejuice 2, just because we're in the year of Beetlejuice 2. This video wasn't necessarily released alongside Beetlejuice. This video isn't necessarily released close to the release of Beetlejuice 2. So if you've seen it, awesome. If you haven't, we won't spoil anything. But what we will do is talk about Lydia Deetz even from Beetlejuice 2. So I can attest that in Beetlejuice 2, she definitely wears a lot of black. Mostly black, I will say.
I was going to say, just from your introduction, like even they say she's a goth girl, we'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, we'll be the judge of that. Okay, so does Lydia rock gothic fabrics?
I believe so, from what I remember from the first film. I mean, is that, she's mainly wearing that black outfit, but is that really?
I mean, I would say yes, she does, because
Okay.
there's a lot of times where I've seen her with like very chic black like drapes over her face. You know what I mean? That's some gothic ass fabrics.
Yes.
She definitely rocks those. I'm 100% sure that it was definitely like played with by Tim Burton himself. So I would say yeah.
Yeah, the man knows what he's doing when it comes to dressing a goth character.
Right. And even you can see the photos we've supplied, you can tell. All right. Question number 3. Does Lydia have black or alt-colored hair?
Now, does she actually dye her hair in the movies, or is this another one where she just has dark brown hair?
They never show her dye her hair, but her hair is jet black.
Yeah, it is
Like-
black.
Right, with a sheen.
Tar black.
Yeah, tar black. It is black. Yeah, she definitely dyes her hair. The hair doesn't come that black.
Yeah, we may not see it on screen, but
Right.
that is not a natural hair color.
Right. If people are dubbing her like goth and she dubs herself like goth, I'm sure then that she dyes her hair. Does Lydia have, question number 4, does Lydia have a goth or alt hairstyle? Absolutely.
Now, I'm not sure, because would you say that like I mean,
So-
this is not the perfect representation, but like that.
the fingers.
Yeah, like the bangs like this. Like, would you say that's a
No.
gothic hairstyle?
I would. Bangs are definitely goth.
Okay.
But there's different types of bangs, right? Because you
Mhm.
got your Lolita bangs, which are straight across, right? You
Mhm.
cannot see any forehead. But if you look at Lydia Deetz, look at this photo of her up close, you'll see that it's a little fringed. It's a little cut, like choppy.
Mhm.
And that is an alt hairstyle. So 4 of 4 so far.
Yes, doing
Let's
well
go,
so
Lydia.
far.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Now,
Lydia,
unfortunately, I feel we might hit our first roadblock here.
let's see.
Question number 5 is: do they have any gothic tattoos? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. In the time of the first movie, she is, I mean,
Pretty young.
definitely under 18. Do we have a quick thing to say that she's a? I mean, she's a young teenager,
Right.
to say the least, but she's definitely under the age of 18.
Right.
So, I do not believe she had any tattoos at the time of the first movie.
Right, and in the second movie, she is dressed the exact same, basically, as the first movie. You cannot see her skin, except for her face and her hands, and I don't spot any tattoos on Lydia Deetz. So no, Lydia does not have any tattoos, so far as we know. Of course,
Right.
there could be bigger character arcs in maybe the TV show,
True.
or anything like that, but I doubt that they're showing a child get tattoos. So
Right.
right,
Well, that's where we're saying, like, maybe for the second movie, maybe as she's aged,
Right,
she's now a mother, maybe
right.
she's gotten adventurous in her years.
Right, maybe she's got the title of her show on her arm, but I don't think so. So this is just going to be a no. Lydia, you don't get this point. But question number 6: does Lydia gothically accessorize? Yes.
I'm going to say yes to this one as well.
Why?
Well, because we've seen in the movie, like, she wears, she has that black hat. She's got, what is it? I guess it,
Like a brooch? Like
yeah. I was going to say, it's not really a necklace. It's not a choker, but
right. But it's there on her collar.
I was looking what the correct word was.
She definitely, like, even the subtleties of her outfit definitely have gothic accessories, belts, be it, and like, there's a lot of things where we could say, she could probably rock that, like maybe a glove, and she definitely rocks the hats. So yeah, I would say she definitely has gothic accessories, so she gets that point.
So, quick question, actually, before we move on to this one. Are we also counting her from the Beetlejuice Broadway musical? Are we counting that characterization as well?
I would. That's Lydia.
Okay, because I got a picture of it here where she does have also, a choker. She's got, again, she's wearing, something like sheer,
right.
What's it called? Sheer fabric at the top of her dress. So
right.
Again, just clarifying which version of this we're using. So another addition to when she wears gothic fabrics and also gothically accessorizes. So more firmly stamping those
right,
points.
like solidifying her gothic accessorizing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, question 7: does Lydia wear gothic makeup styles?
Yes. Very much so. It's relatively subtle for the fact, again, she's a teenager. She doesn't go crazy with it, but definitely you could say she wears a gothic style of makeup.
Oh, yeah. And if any gothic style, it's soft goth. She's not necessarily wearing some trad goth stuff, but soft goth, absolutely. You can see 100%. It all over her. So she has gotten a lot of points so far. She's gotten 6 out of 7.
6 out of 7.
So right now we're on question 8. Does Lydia have a fascination with dark objects and or death? I wonder.
She's in a movie with an undead specter. She hangs out with a couple who are ghosts.
Undead, right?
So I'm gonna definitely say this one is
maybe
pretty easy check mark on this one.
Right. So. She's got everything that. I mean, she's totally into death. You could tell.
Yeah.
And she literally runs her own show in the second movie about ghost hunting. So yeah, I would say so. She gets that point. So she's got
definitely.
7 out of 8 points. Let's see if she gets the 9th. Does Lydia seem immortal or inhuman, unaging, otherworldly, paranormal at all?
Now, definitely not unaging because there's an absolute time skip between the two movies.
Right.
So now, I mean, she's
wouldn't-
interacted with you know the paranormal and otherworldly type things, but I would
Right.
not say she herself is.
Yeah, no, I would not give her that point. It'd be cool to give her that point, but I don't think she deserves that one. I mean, if she herself was a ghostly figure, yes, you know, but she's not. She's still alive and still kicking, you know. So
I mean, you could make the argument at the end of the first film, you know, the what are their names again? The
Maitlands.
Yeah, the Maitlands. Thank you. Like, you know, they, you know,
like
for lack of a better term, possess her. Yeah, like I'm thinking of that where she's floating and dancing.
Yeah.
It's like if you wanted to make that argument, but that's not a definite though.
Listen, you tell us in the comment section below. Is Lydia?
Do you count that?
Right. Do you count that? Does she get that point? Because right now, as it stands, she has what 7 out of 9 points. If we don't give her that point, so if you really want Lydia to get pushed, let us know. Finally, yeah, our last question, of course, does Lydia listen to or become influenced by the goth music and subculture scene? She has literally said she is goth. So you can only assume. Again, they never played any music, of course, copyright stuff, yada yada.
That's the only thing that, like, minor argument you can make on this one, because they do not play any like not stereotypical, but like getting gothic bands in the movie. But everything else says this girl is into gothic culture.
Right.
So
here's the thing. This question could be counted, could not be counted, much like the last question. So we would implore you again, let us know what you think. I'm going to give her this point. I am. Because if you look at her, she is traditionally just a goth girl. You know what I mean? Like, not a lot of people dress that way unless they are actually goth. You know? So I'm going to give her the point and say, yeah, maybe Lydia actually does rock out to some 69 Eyes, you know, maybe some Bauhaus. You know, she has to. I feel it. But
I'm sure she has it, even though she is just a teenager again. I'm sure she's got a budding vinyl collection.
right. Like a robust vinyl collection of the best. You let us know in the section below, because we would love to know your opinion on that.
Right.
Again, I asked you, Will, of course, every single week I ask you the same question. Does Lydia goth?
Absolutely. By our list here, she has 8 out of 10, making her goth.
She is goth. So, again, that answer is clear, and we hope that you enjoyed this video, as always, and ask that you hit the like button because it really helps us out. Share this video because we want other people to see it, and subscribe to the channel for more goth evaluations every single week.
And be sure to follow us on social media, tell us who you'd like to see next, and let us know what you thought about this episode in the comments section below. All links will be provided in the description below, so until the next video, stay gothic, YouTube.